he doesn't want to do anything else.
It's 7 o'clock, so we have a public hearing scheduled for 7 o'clock. Sue, would you read the public hearing notice?
Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Wilton, New York, County of Saratoga, will hold a public hearing to amend Chapter 63 Fees and Chapter 129 in the Code of the Town of Wilton. Said proposed amendment will change fees in the following sections of the Code: 63-1 through 63-17 and 129-147. A complete list of the proposed changes may be found at www.townofwilton.com. Said public hearing will be held on Thursday, June 2nd, 2016 at 7 p.m. at Wilton Town Hall, located on 22 Traver Road in the town, at which time all persons will be given an opportunity to be heard.
Okay, I will officially open the public hearing. Is there anybody that's signed up to speak? Okay, there must be good fees. So, hearing that, I will close the public hearing. I will now call to order the regular monthly town board meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, Sue?
Supervisor Johnson?
Here.
Deputy Supervisor Stryker?
He's on vacation and excused.
Councilwoman Klepetar? Here. Councilman Lamb?
Here.
Councilman McEachran?
Here.
Okay, this is the public comment period of our meeting. Anybody? Moving right along.
Nice.
We have the minutes pending from our May meeting. Is there a motion to approve those?
I'll make a motion approval.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Okay, we had a public hearing on the proposed fee schedule. This was distributed to all the town board members, I think a few months ago, to review. Are there any questions, discussion on the fee proposals? Obviously, there's nobody from the public that is here to comment tonight, so.
I'll make a motion to accept the fee schedule. I'll second it.
The motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Okay, tonight I'd like to welcome Harriet Finch from Grant Cottage, and she wants to talk to us about the arts festival that they're planning there. And Harriet, come on up. And
Thanks for giving me just a few minutes.
you can take as long as you want, Harriet. Grant Cottage is one of our great sites in the town.
For a woman.
Thank you.
Grant Cottage is going to provide an arts festival September 18th. And my goal for speaking with you this evening is to provide a really genuine and warm invitation to the residents of Wilton. We have worked on doing this type of project before, but this is our first effort at a much larger scale event. And I first of all want to make sure that Wilton residents who are artists are invited to participate, to sell or share their artwork. And I'd like to hope that families will want to come on the 18th of September to this art happening at the cottage. To that end, we've made a real effort to develop a promotional design for this. We have a website specifically for the Arts Festival. We're going to do a lot of print promotion. We've already lined up, not for me, but for another board member, an opportunity to work with the media, the television station. We really want to put the Arts Festival in Wilton on the map. So I passed out to you this little flyer, and I ask you to take a look at my email address, because if you contact me, I can link you with a 8-minute video that Ben Kemp, one of our staff members, put together. And what for me was really exciting, Ben was able to research artists who had been at the mountain, who had sold their artwork at the mountain, who had been inspired by Grant Cottage. So I think we can all take a load of pie, and I hope support fully this activity. Any questions?
Would you want us to put that on our town website and on our sign when it comes time?
Yes.
Can we take care of that, Supervisor?
Thank
Yes,
you.
we can do that. And Harriet, you mentioned something about wanting to be at Park Fest on July 9th.
Yes.
Is that something you want to do? Because we could provide a table and things where you can display what, your advertising, whatever you want to do. So is that something you would like, and I can make arrangements for that as well?
That's great. I don't know if you've met Ben Kemp yet. He's our outreach guru, and he goes to so many of these community activities. And as of this weekend, he's already beginning to promote the art festival at Wilton, in Wilton, New York. So a table or tent would be very helpful.
All right, we'll make arrangements for that, and so just plan on being there for that event, and we'll provide the space for you to be there, and hopefully, again, market your program. So.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions of Harriet?
Thank you.
Next, personnel policy update. The Personnel Committee, chaired by Councilman Land, has been working on this for some time now. I think, and they've done a great job in putting together the updated manual, which everybody has a copy of. So we've all had the opportunity to look at it. Before we look to, I think there's one recommended change that came from our attorney's office, Mark Schachter, and that has to do with the section on non-CDL drivers and random drug testing. So other than that, is there any other...
Councilwoman Clapton would like to have another 30 days. She hasn't had a
I'm
chance to
wondering if
read
we
it.
could postpone the vote till next. I've looked through about 3/4 of it, but I haven't gotten through the whole document, and I kind of would like to. I don't know if that's a problem.
I mean, there's no urgency to it. I mean, we've had it, so I mean, I certainly want to give you the opportunity to, to do that.
Thank you.
So we can table.
That'd be
Okay.
great.
Well, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank you.
All right with that, John?
Yeah. July.
I know it's a very thick document.
There's a lot of...
But I think you were advised of the change that Mark Schachter's office advised
Yes.
about. So, all right, that's tabled. The next appointment, Ethics Advisory Board Chairman. I think, we wanted the Ethics Board to kind of make a recommendation as to who they would like to see as their chairman. They came back with a recommendation to appoint Chuck Hodson as their chairman.
And I'll make a motion, let Chuck be appointed.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? So moved. Bid acceptance. Is that on a truck, Sue?
Yes.
Yes,
Or John? Whoever.
we approved it already.
You just have to approve
How many bids we get?
2 bids. And the low bidder was Stevens and Greenwich for $33,986.
Is this a truck that we authorized
Yes.
to go up?
That's the one we authorized.
The other
right?
bid was West Her, and I don't think it was the same truck.
John, have you reviewed it, and are you okay with the low bid?
I reviewed it, and yeah, I'm okay with it. Need a motion?
So, yeah, we need a motion to accept the low bid of whatever that amount was.
$33,986.
986.
$33,986.
Make a motion to accept the lowest bid at $33,986. Stevens Chrysler.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the bid, the low bid for the vehicle. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. Amendment to Resolution Number 11 of 2016. This has to do with the amount of petty cash for the rec directors. Is it, you want to talk about this, Steve, or?
Yeah, Steve Porter is requesting to increase his petty cash from $200 up to $400. In other words, he's going to have $400.
It's a lot of pizzas. A lot of pizzas.
Well, pizza's not paid for in petty cash.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, personally, I think it's a high amount for petty
Yeah,
cash.
but what is paid out of petty cash?
Well, they use part of it as a bank for the concession stand. They have a concession stand inside, so they start with the bank. I'm not sure what the bank is, but I think probably somewhere around $50. I think $400 is high.
What is it now, 200?
It's two. He's got the highest of any department. Everybody else is like $50.
Well, nobody else has a concession stand either, so.
Right, but the bank is $50. You know, it should be $50.
So what do you recommend?
What do you recommend, we lower it to 50?
No.
Do you think it's high enough?
So,
I
he
do too.
has to be accountable for
I did-
everything, right?
It's not, I don't,
So I don't think that's a,
it's not, to me, it's just,
I mean, it's up to the board.
I think it's a lot of money to have hanging around.
They don't use it a lot because I don't get.
yeah, you know, I think it may be more now with the splash park and the concession stand there.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot more cash transactions through there this summer, I think.
Well, they have a lot of cash here then, won't they?
Right. That's why.
So what do you want, I don't care one way or the other. It had to be a reason for me to request it,
I
so.
don't have an issue with it.
I can make a motion. Make a motion to raise the petty cash for the director, recreation director, up to $500.
500.
400.
Oh. $400. I was even more generous.
Is there a second to Joanne's motion? Full second?
I go 3. I think 300, just bump it up 100 and let
I
them
think
do it.
two's enough.
You think 2's enough?
I've used it now.
We're all over the place here.
You're gonna have a lot of cash, you're gonna have a lot of cash flow there shortly.
Just leave it alone. and leave it.
So the motion, if at 4 fails, does someone want to make a motion for something else?
I'll make a motion to keep it at the 200.
Don't need a motion.
We don't need a motion?
No, if we're not going to raise it, it doesn't matter.
I don't see where he's, Jeff, you're probably right. All the other departments are
Yeah,
$50.
you know, if his only reason is for the concession stand, you know, you start with the bank and your cash register, whether it's $50 or $75 for the day. Like John says, at the end of the day, you're gonna have a lot more cash.
Right.
We hope.
So, I mean, unless there's some other reason that Steve has.
If he needs more cash, he can come to the garage.
Your side.
I mean, all I got, you know, all I know is what he sent me an email, so if there's another reason for that, I don't know.
He'll probably tell us next month we'll know about it.
Yeah, if he can come up with a reason why he needs to go from 2 to 4, I don't have an issue with it.
All right.
We're taking Jeff's recommendation to keep it the same.
Okay. Committee reports? Any? Jeannie, Strawberry Social, 19th,
The 19th, Father's Day.
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Father's free?
Yeah, Father's Day.
The father's free?
No, Father's Day.
Nobody's free, huh?
Either way.
The 19th.
Mothers have to pay for the fathers.
Reminder to the board, the Elks Flag Day Parade is Saturday, the 11th. Anybody want to participate with me? I'd like to have you.
I think we'll be there in uniform, I think. Fire department.
That's right, you two fire department. Joanne, how about you?
What do we wear?
Something red, white, and blue.
Maybe.
It
talk.
kicks off at noon at North Broadway. So,
You can't ride your bicycle, though.
Why not?
You get our one, you can.
So you're looking at tonight?
You got a two-seater?
and the last thing on the committee reports for me is next month, 2018 is the bicentennial for Town of Wilton, 200 years. I will be announcing the bicentennial committee appointments at next month's meeting. So that's going to be, we're going to do a lot of good stuff for that year. So. Jeff, controllers report.
All right, fairly short. So the first one, the budget transfers that required town board approval. Do you have any questions?
What's that $6,000 for garbage?
That's for the new well. Actually, I think this is gratifying it. It's a new well over at the landfill they had to put in. And actually, the JCAP, I'll just give you a rundown of the second one. The JCAP grant, this is actual grant money that we got in December of 2015, but the court didn't spend it. So because of the new budget year was over, this was not put back into the budget, so we're just adding it back into the budget. So they have to spend that money. They have to show the state how they spent it. And carpet, I believe, over the court.
I make a motion to approve them both.
Second.
Motion and second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Okay, last one is the waiver of fees. The Wilton Volunteer Fire Department has brought in 2 sign applications for both firehouses. Mark Mike is requesting, I know in the past, the town board has always waived the fees for the fire department, so.
I make a motion, we waive the fees.
Second.
Motion second. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So moved.
That's it.
That's it? Can't you come up with something else?
He's got the next one.
Because we have a board that runs smooth, I guess.
He's got the next one.
We do have an executive session, but regarding a contract negotiation for personal services. But I told the person not to be here till 7:30.
She's here. She's here.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
She's here.
Okay, so that's good. Okay. I didn't see her come in. So, if there's nothing else, we need to motion to move to executive session. Hello?
I'll make a motion to move to executive session.
Seconded by Councilwoman Klepetar. All in favor? Aye. For those who want to hang around, it shouldn't be too long, but